Alright, so in this video, I'm gonna talk about how to start a streetwear brand. Now, the reason I do these whiteboard videos is because I don't want to attract people who's just looking for like these videos where they show, oh, look at my streetwear brand. I'm driving a Lamborghini. I got people posing with my products and all this, and look how beautiful my streetwear story is. It's like, no. If you want that, go to them. If you want to see, oh, look how they printing their clothes, and I'm showing off my brand, but I'm showing you how to start a brand. Like, no, this is the groundwork. Like, I'd rather get one person who's willing to do this than a million people who's just gonna watch a video about a guy starting a streetwear brand and he's just showing off his brand in the whole video. So, first thing, hire a designer. I'm gonna put a designer in the description. There's 2 designers I recommend. They're all around designers, so they can design hoodies, whatever. So get a designer. Have a niche. You need a niche. You need something that separates you from other brands. So you need a designer and you need a niche, right? I'm not gonna go over, you need social media and all the basics. I'm not going over the basics. I'm talking, this is the evergreen stuff. This is what's going to keep you in business for 10 years, right? I'm teaching people who want to be in business for like 10 to 20 years. This is those type of tips. So you need a print on demand company. If you don't want to manufacture this yourself, or go to Vietnam or Pakistan or even US, China, well, most of these are China, but if you don't want to manufacture it yourself, you need print on demand. So EP Rolo, this is who I recommend. Just Google these. Printify, Printful, or you can just use all of them. That's another good way to do it. Just use all of them. So make your store look expensive. Make it look expensive. Make it look like a high-end store. Make it look like Gucci. Make it look like Louis Vuitton. Make it look like Givenchy or whatever, right? But you don't have to have their pricing, but you can just make the store look expensive. If you make it look expensive, they're likely gonna buy it. If it looks bad, if you have a bad looking store and it's cost $100, they're gonna be like, oh, I don't want to buy it because the store looks bad. If you have a nice looking store but your pricing is cheap, they're gonna wonder why the pricing is so cheap and the store looks good. So you're selling yourself short. So you have to make the store look expensive. Make it high-end store. Make it look like a high-end store. And you can do this without amazing photos. So don't let people tell you, oh, I need 1,000 UGC videos and TikTok and all this. I need 1,000 TikTok videos and I need models and Kim Kardashian and all these influencers. Don't fall for that. That's the trap. You can literally paste your logo on some models on Google in your store and make your store look good. Like, you don't have to take all these amazing photos. Like, that shit is dead. You ain't got to do all that. Yeah, it helps. Yeah, you're gonna have to hire people to do that, but fake it. Why not? What's the difference between a model that took a real picture and a model that you just put a logo on? It's the same thing. Nobody's gonna come on your page and be like, oh, that's a fake model picture. Like, who cares? If they care that much, then fuck them. Honestly. Like, yeah, I see if you was doing like a runway video or something, but it's just a photo. It's just a photo. You don't have to have these big real photos of all these models. Like, these models, they overcharge anyway. Most of them overcharge just for a picture of you. I'm like, no, it's like thousands of you. Like, so don't fall for that. I know a lot of people gonna criticize me, especially models, but I don't care. Like, if you start in a store, the fact that you're putting your logo on a model that's right off Google or something, who cares? If you're making 100 grand, who cares? You think that's gonna keep you from making 100 grand on a store because you put the photo on the model? Like, no, you just make the product outshine the store. That's the problem a lot of people have. They try to make the store look better than the product. No, the product is the key. Yeah, if you're getting UGC, yeah, get UGC videos. But if this is not 2015, where people buying off of just a photo, like people, when they see videos and they see some models, they don't think, oh, that model is fake. They just think, oh, it's just another model. They're looking at the video. It's just a stock. It's just stock. Everything is stock. Even if you take pictures of a model with your clothing on, it's still going to look like a regular stock photo, depending on how they pose. And there's so many poses, who cares? Nobody cares. So make it look high end. Stay up to date. Have a niche. Stay up to date. This is a big one. Now, staying up to date. This is another one. Let's go back to the models. Staying up to date doesn't mean, this is why I see a lot of streetwear clothing brands, they don't make money because they so focused on taking pictures of models and all that. And it's like, no, you focus, that's why you're losing money. They spend like hundreds of dollars taking pictures of models with their clothes on, but they don't sell nothing. I'm like, why don't you just put your logo on some models on Google Images and then just post it on your site and then just focus on Facebook and Google ads. Like, people who buy off Google ads and Facebook, they don't give a fuck that you got stock images on your site. They not going to even look at those images. They're going to go right to your product page and they're going to buy. They don't care about you done take 1,000 photos. That's why I say creativity makes people stupid. And that's what I see with a lot of streetwear brands. They try to be too creative and they don't focus on what works. What works is you have a nice website with nice pricing and you put it in front of the right people. And then it's a take it or leave it attitude. Right? You don't see Gucci like, oh, my pricing. People are like, oh, Gucci is too expensive. You don't see them lowering their prices. Right? So just have a take it or leave it attitude with your store. And then just be transparent. Shopify inbox, people will text. If you got your inbox set up, they'll be like, oh, is this hoodie red or is it maroon, right? Or they'll ask you a question like, oh, does it have a pocket? You just be like, yeah, it has a pocket. Which one do you want? They're not going to ask you, oh, is this girl on this image real or if it's off Google Images? Like, you know what I'm saying? They should feel even stupid for asking something like that. That's like a troll question. So don't worry about little stuff like that. That's the problem with streetwear brands. They get too creative because just because you're selling clothing don't mean you have to be creative. You need to be logical. Nice pricing, nice products, and sell. That's it. You should approach a streetwear brand just like you're selling some plumber equipment, or you're selling some tools. Right? Do it work? Yes. Is it warm? Yes. Does it keep me from being cold? Yes. Is the socks warm? Yes. Do the shorts have pockets? Yes. Are the shoes comfortable? Yes. Not, oh, do I have nice model photos or do I have, no. Just get that from your brain. That's why a lot of designer type brands, they don't make money because they think too design based. Yeah, design is good, but like even when I started my streetwear clothing, right? I got a streetwear clothing brand. And I had the big designer. You got to be this big, nice designer. It's like, no, just focus on what works. Because even like the products that I put the most design and all that, they didn't even sell the most. The ones that sold the most were the products that solved people's problems. It wasn't the design. It was the problem that they solved. The design was just extra. That's it. So focus on solving the problem. Like if you got bags, make sure the bags are comfortable. Make sure they have multiple pockets. Make sure the zipper is nice. Make sure the zipper is durable, right? The design is just the extra. So yeah, be different, be professional, be patient, and get a niche. And also this is a good one too. make sure you get a niche designer for your website. Like if you starting a streetwear brand, get a streetwear web designer. Don't just go to any web designer and be like, oh, I need a web designer. No, go to a streetwear web designer, because he's gonna put that type of niche on it and that type of navigation. And he's gonna know, okay, I need a size chart. He's gonna already have the applications and everything needed, the format, everything. So get a niche designer. So yeah, that's how to start a streetwear brand.